In this video, I'm going to be going over the 5 pieces of essential running gear that I use on a near daily basis to help me train for and recover for all of my long distance running goals. Now, even though I'm training for a marathon, these items can be useful for any discipline of running, not just long distance. So tune in and check out these items, some of which might surprise you. I alluded to this in a short I recently uploaded, but while you may think caps are only good at keeping the sun out of your eyes, not something we have to deal with all too often here in Scotland, they're also really good at keeping the sweat out of your eyes as well. Yeah, you can channel your inner Karate Kid and wear a headband, but not all of us are blessed with the rugged good looks of Ralph Macchio. Another clutch aspect of caps, which I think is criminally overlooked, is that they're actually really good at keeping your face clear of wind and rain. Something I do have to deal with all too often in Scotland. Now, I'd probably recommend not using trucker style or thick cotton caps, something more sports focused and synthetic like the CLA or even Vaga branded caps. They are expensive, in my mind well worth the investment, but by no means do you need to break the bank to get a cap. A nice cheap one like this off of Amazon or from TK Maxx does the trick just fine. This next item is definitely a case of tell don't show, but I am subject to some awful nipple chafing when I run. And if you've ever seen a half marathon or a marathon, you probably will have seen a man or two running with the dreaded bloody nips. Something that's really easily avoided with some simple nipple tape. So I pop a piece of nipple tape on before every single run. You can totally get away with some plasters or maybe some sellotape. No, don't use sellotape. I buy my stuff from Amazon, I just found it one day. It works a charm, stops any irritation or chafing, and makes the runs so much more enjoyable. You could also use Vaseline or a dedicated anti-chafe balm like Body Glide, which is supposed to be sweat resistant, although I'm not really too willing to test out that hypothesis, and at least Vaseline will stain or mark your clothes, so I'ma just stick with my nipple tape, thank you very much. Now, don't tell my wife I use this, but booty bands, glute bands, resistance bands, hot pink optional. These are great for giving resistance to lateral sidestep or any hip abduction exercises, and I use this literally every single day for my warm-ups. My hips and my glute medius has been a specific problem area for me in the past, and these are really great at targeting those, making sure they're activated before I head out for my run. So if you haven't already, I recommend picking yourself up one of these. They are fantastic. Next up, foam rollers and massage guns. Not quite as interchangeable as most people might think, and 9 times out of 10 I'm choosing the foam roller here, but both are really good at loosening off your muscles, stimulating blood flow through your legs after exercise, which aids in recovery, helps you get back running sooner, which ultimately is all we really want in the end. Now, the reason foam rollers get my vote is that it uses your own body weight to provide the pressure to your muscles through the foam roller, and you're able to kind of tune that precisely to exactly how much pressure is tolerable for you when you're loosening out your legs after your run. It's also much better at targeting larger muscle groups like your quads or your hamstrings, or at least larger areas of your muscles, which kind of gets the recovery done a little bit quicker anyway. Whereas massage guns are much better at targeting specific tight areas, knots, or if you have a niggle in a muscle group that you're just not able to roll out with a foam roller. These are really good at pinpointing that problem area and providing relief where you might need it. Now, the last item on my list might cause a little bit of debate because some people definitely prefer running vests, but me, I'm a running belt man.
What? What? Hold up, hold up.
All power to people that use running vests, but I just find them hot and bulky, and they trap your sweat, and they just look ugly. Not for me. What I actually find most important about running belts is what I store in it specifically. First up, this little plastic baggie. I actually store my phone in here, as I've mentioned today and in a lot of other videos, I sweat a lot, so this just helps keep my phone dry. Next is this toilet roll. Now, if you know, you know, but if you've ever had to answer nature's call when you're out for a run, just having some emergency toilet roll, yeah, very helpful. And lastly, a foil blanket. Definitely a bit more of a security blanket. This is just in case I have an injury and I can't walk or run home. This will help keep me warm while I wait for someone to come pick me up and save me. So yeah, useful to have. I hope and pray that I never actually need to use it. And that's us at the end of the video. I hope you got some inspiration from this list. By no means are these items essential for every runner. They're just things that make my life easier and running much more enjoyable. Ain't no gatekeeping here. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day and keep running.